really not gonna sign a prenup?
No, I'm not signing no prenup. What you got is what I got.
Okay, but I don't understand, why would you not want to sign? Basically, our love is
Your
real.
money is my money. Simple as that.
Okay, why are we going straight to the money? It don't have any. All I'm doing is my lawyers are telling me that I have to protect myself, and it's not from you, but it's just
I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. Everything that you bring in the house, is mine too.
Nah, because I mean, what did you come with? What did you come with that you deserve? The thing you just don't like this is for our own protection. You know what I'm saying?
I don't care what you say. It's my money too. Simple as that.
But see, the lawyer said that's what you was gonna do though. They were saying you was not.
No, he didn't.
So what's the point of you not signing the prenup
The
though?
money that you bring home is mine too. Simple as that. End the conversation.
That's crazy. So I guess there ain't gonna be no wedding then.
Whatever. It's gonna be a wedding.
Before we get started, I want to give my rightful shout out to Dr. T. Hassan Johnson or whatnot for this short. That's where it originates from. His channel. I have no idea where the TikTok is that this originated from. But be that as it may, I can't pass up a teachable moment. All right, I can't pass up a teachable moment for for men, young men and young kings out there. Okay, all right. I guess maybe you see that clip and you think I would you think you would hear me ranting or something, yelling or something, shouting. Like, no, quite the opposite and shit. I'm like I told you guys, I'm Generation X and shit. I'm up there. I'm in my 50s. I'm in my 50s, so I'm well versed in this behavior, that she's exhibiting and shit. I'm so well versed in it that I'm not even going to call it out. You should, if you watch a number of my videos, you should know what she's doing there. So, seeing as how, I need to put out some content today, I decided to make this commentary for you guys, okay? So, when he's talking to her about that prenup, and she's being, she's saying what she's saying. She's being dogged and shit. And, I want to get a little background. I listened to the inflection on her voice and everything, and I just hear like a southern sounding twang in her voice and shit. I just start laughing my ass off the minute I detected it and shit. Not saying any other women don't do this shit. We know that they do. But like a lot of these young, like some of these country bumpkin chicks, this disguised as a sophisticated 304 and shit, pulling on her horsehair there, her white woman disguise is in place. It's not, I want to go there, but when I hear that twang and shit, I know exactly how to respond to that shit. And like when she was saying all that bullshit, when she got through saying this whole diatribe of shit, all right, when she got through saying all about how what he brings in the house is hers and yada 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 and all that nonsense and shit she was talking about, and then he mentioned about I guess there wasn't gonna be a wedding, and she said there was gonna be a wedding. She's thinking of two things and whatnot. She's gonna somehow, she's gonna force him into marrying her, or she's talking about marrying some other motherfucker. Either way, from your standpoint, this shit as a regular guy, listening to some trash like this come out female's mouth, is not to get angry. Don't get mad. Don't keep going back and forth. Once you had that first initial going back and forth and shit, do not bring that up ever again in your life. Okay? Don't bring it up. Don't talk about a relationship to her or nothing. Okay? As a matter of fact, as she get through talking and shit, I think you should spend like 1 or 2 minutes just looking her in the eyes, just looking her dead in the eyes, and because she has a masculine point of view and shit, her mindset is fucked off. She's gonna stare you back in a contest of wills because she's always competing, even though she's, kind of lacking upstairs in the gray matter. She's gonna stare you back, and then you just get up and walk the fuck out and go about your business. And act like that shit never happened. Shit, don't never talk to her. Don't call her or nothing. Let her do all the work. And she thinks that everything you own and you bring into a legend, a theoretical home is hers, bar none and shit. There's no room for discussion there. Okay, she told you what she believes and shit. Now it's your turn to make her prove it and shit. Okay, or she can just kick rocks up the road. There's more women on the planet than men. Okay. You don't gain anything by sitting in front of her trying to change her mind and shit, okay? All right? Just walk away. Don't make a big deal production out of it and shit. If you really feeling butthurt about it, like you're never going to see another one of her again or whatnot, You could just take it and be a good, cuck ass nigga, a bitch ass nigga. You could, I'm sorry I had to use these terms and shit, but I just get down to where some of my listeners understand me perfectly and shit. If you want to be a loser, okay, then you go take what she offering and shit, which is absolutely nothing. You see, everything you have is hers in her mindset, but her shit is hers. Okay, that's her money, her tangibles, and her busted ass peace sleeve and shit. Okay, I'm not casting aspersions on the woman's virtue. All right, but I'm saying once you hear a woman say that kind of shit to you, you know she don't respect you, so you don't have no business sitting in front of her. Okay, you don't have no business sitting in front of her. You should get up, walk away. If you're in a restaurant, if you're a gentleman, you can call for the check and shit, and put your little debit card on the little plate there, and they go pay for it. They get up, walk out, and don't call her no fucking more or nothing. If she want to see you or do anything with you, she can call you and pursue you after that. You should proceed with the knowledge that you are no longer in a relationship. Once you have told her that, you have made yourself quite clear about the conditions under which you will actually engage in a marriage. In the West of all places, in the West. All right, you've given her your condition, which is, hey, all she has to do is sign a piece of paper. Okay, she's not talking it out or nothing. It's like, well, what's in the prenup or whatever? Like, what would that entail? He could tell her what his lawyer. No, she said no. She said no, and she's confident then her peace sleeve will be able to turn the tide. She will use that peace sleeve to beat you about the head, using it like a baton, beating you like Rodney King and shit into submission in her own mind, her juvenile mind. And I heard that southern twang in there. That's why I laughed and shit. Because a lot of dudes down there, you go down there and you see, like in these rural areas, like way off in the backwoods somewhere, you go back there and you see some women like her, without the dog hair weave and everything. You see what they really look like and shit. And, like you always seem like with like some bum ass nigga or something, a pookie or something. And the pookie ain't got shit. He ain't got shit. He got two nickels to rub together. But he walk around with a baseball bat in his pants and shit. And he hitting it and shit. And them women be policing him and raising him and buying him clothes and shoes. Even take this nigga to the store just like a little kid putting clothes on him and shit. And it's like it's just all bullshit. Don't fall for the fallacy of fake feminism and shit right here. This is not about empowerment or anything. This is about her being accustomed to getting away based on a series of responses that she regularly gets from this nigga and the world around her. Okay? So the minute you sat down and talked about a prenup with some female and they say no, what's yours is mine, and she didn't say what's hers is hers, but we got the meaning. And she inferred as much. There's nowhere else to go. Except getting your ass up and walking out. Even if you drove her, like they're in a restaurant or something, and you pay the bill and walk out, hey, if the bitch ain't smart enough to follow you out and get in the car, you just drive the fuck off. And don't even call her. Just leave all her messages on red and everything. And just act like no big deal. And if you run across her, just act normal, like nothing ever happened. They said, hey, why you leave me in a restaurant like that? Oh, well, I was done eating. Don't, like, another thing I like to add to this is, once she does this shit, she gives up her femininity and shit. You adhere to the Western standard that everyone is equal. All right? So you don't refer to her in gender terms. You use unisex terms to talk to her from here on out. And you don't consider her your girlfriend. And you don't fucking call her. Okay, you let her do all the work and shit. And if what's yours is hers, and blah, 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 and all that shit, let her work for it. Okay? Other than that, you keep it a buck and you go find yourself a partner that has open ears. All right? So, basically what I tell you, young kings, man, save yourself, black man. All right? It's okay to be selfish. It's okay to have your pride and your preference. And you don't have to share that with anybody. You don't have to make a big deal about it. Okay? You don't have to share your thoughts with these females about this shit. If they ask, tell them the shit. She ain't shy about telling you that she has the potential to wreck your ass economically and emotionally and shit, destroy you. So it's okay to be selfish about a lot of shit. Men need a better list of requirements that they hand off to women when they talk about this. They ain't signing a prenup shit. Okay, so for me that would be the tip of the iceberg. All right, you guys can be selfish. Save yourself, black man. Okay, SYSBM equals save yourself, black man.
Come on, man.
Please.
No.
Please. I'm getting your feet.
No.
Please. Please.
Come on, man.
Please. Please. I'm
Stop.
sorry.
Get
Please.
up, man. Get up.
Please. 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 Please.
No.
Please.
Stop,
Get your
man.
feet. Please.
No.
Please. Please.
Let me go.
Please.